Hello everyone and welcome to my list of the top 10 most useless talents in Paladins. Talents are supposed to empower a certain aspect of your champion, or drastically change your champion's main playstyle. The talent system is easily the best aspect of Paladins and allows for multiple playstyles within the same champion. However, there are a few talents that are complete trash. Ranking these 10 talents was actually quite difficult as I was constantly debating on their effectiveness. For a few of these talents, I will also suggest some options towards making them viable. Alright, let's get started with the list of the most useless talents in Paladins. Number 10. Vivian's Suspect Everyone. Deflector shield health is increased by 350, and its cooldown is halved if destroyed by an enemy. This effect can only occur once every 9 seconds. When I first heard that Vivian was getting a new talent, I was so excited. Even more excited when I discovered it was for her shield. However, what we got is really lame and unimpactful. First off, Vivian's shield without this talent is fairly easy to manage. Turn it on when under heavy fire, and turn it off as soon as you're safe to begin the cooldown. Second is that Vivian's shield is super easy to outplay. Flanking around her, shooting her from above, or, and I know this is a foreign concept, but shooting her feet will completely bypass the shield. Because this talent does nothing to alter the shape of Vivian's shield, enemies can still outplay it like normal, only without getting punished by Vivian's booby trap, or her bonus damage with opportunity and chaos. What's really sad is that Vivian's old Suspect Everyone, which gave a 20% damage resistance against revealed enemies, was a way better defensive option than this. Overall, the shield talent can be outplayed, and Vivian has better options with her other talents. I think a cooler way to go about this talent would be to increase the size of Vivian's shield horizontally, to allow her to cover for her teammates, or maybe make the shield cover all of Vivian's body, at the cost of it being stationary on the ground. Oh, I forgot to mention, but the talent is bugged right now, and you could half the cooldown by deactivating the shield yourself. It's still pretty garbage though. Number 9. Amani's Pyromania. Successfully landing 2 pyroballs will cause the next pyroball thrown after the second hit to explode in a 30 unit radius. I love Fire Stance on Amani. Wouldn't it make sense to use the Fire talent if you love playing Fire Amani? Yes, but actually no. You see, the big problem with this talent is inconsistency. If the talent made all of your pyroballs explode, it would be amazing. However, only your third fireball explodes, which creates so much awkwardness while playing Amani. Not only do you have to keep tabs on your mana bar, but you also have to keep an eye out for your explosion shot. More often than not, I end up using my explosion and then wasting my double shot because I was too focused on managing the former. Monitoring the mana bar is already a lot, but you also have to manage your terminus siphons over here too. Seriously though, not even talking about the talent's usefulness. Why on earth does it use the counter from Power Siphon? I can't tell you guys how confused I was the first time I used this. Paladins devs, if you plan to keep this talent as is, which you shouldn't, can you please fix the indicator to show 3 charges? Anyways, if you want to play Fire Amani, pick Mana Rift. Mana generation for Fire is really low at base, requiring 9 shots to fill the bar. Picking Mana Rift allows Amani to gain easy access to her double shot 2k burst. Some ideas to make Pyromania better are: hitting Pyreball deals 100 extra burn damage over 2 seconds, or, a nice and simple one, all your Pyreball attacks explode in a 30 unit radius.
Number 8. Torvald's Field Study.
Increase the damage done by allies by 10% when they are shielded by protection. 10% bonus damage for 4 seconds. Not only is the bonus damage pathetic, but the time it lasts is also pathetic. Generals can apply a 15% damage boost with Luminary for upwards of 12 seconds. Tyra with Hunting Party can reveal 2 enemies, causing them to take 15% increased damage from her whole team for upwards of 8 seconds. If you want to grant your team a damage bonus, there's better options. Not to mention Genos and Tyra can do a lot more while applying their damage boost. Torvald with this talent can occasionally silence someone with Nullify, but most of the time he'll be tickling enemies with his handgun. Thanks Grandpa and Direct Current are better talent choices for Torvald. Honestly, I think Torvald needs a soft rework, so I won't be proposing any talent ideas here. If you guys would like to see a prospective Torvald rework, let me know. I got a rework idea that could make him more fun. Number 7. Rom Subservience. Allies in a 40 unit radius around you heal 100 health with each soul harvested. When I first saw this talent, I thought it would be my favorite for Rom. I love Smoke and Dagger on Sky and Toot on Moji, so I thought this would be similar to that. Boy was I wrong. This is the only talent Rom has that doesn't benefit him in any way. The range is abysmal, and the heal itself is really small. If you're thinking of getting sky-like healing from Rom, you will be very disappointed. Most of the time, allies will be out of range, and even if they are in range, the heal isn't going to keep them alive through enemy fire. Forgot to mention, but with all healing in the game, Subservience can be affected by Cauterize, so your already low healing can go even lower. Why pick this over faster charging ultimate or damage reduction while running? An idea to make this talent better: double the range of the heal to 80 units so it matches Grover, and allow the Rom player to heal an extra 100 when collecting Assault. This makes it so that allies don't have to be breathing down the Rom's neck to get the healing, and the Rom player will be able to self-sustain a little bit better. This version of the talent will probably still be the weakest of the three, but at least it'll be more noticeable. Number 6. Khan's Leon's Shield. Your shield regenerates at 100% effectiveness even while it's active. Shieldbot Khan. The shield is already super tiny and not the best at blocking damage for your team. Not to mention, even with this talent, the shield regens pretty slow, recharging at about 7% health with each second. Having the shield recharge while up doesn't improve shield uptime by a lot. Keep in mind that Wrecker still exists. If anything, I guess this talent makes the enemies have to commit an extra shot or two to destroy your shield, but why pick this over increased DPS or one of the best stuns in the game? Ideas for Leon's shield. Keep the 7% recharge rate while the shield is up, but let the shield regenerate an extra 7% per second while down. The shield regenning faster would allow Khan more leniency with the ability. Or we could ditch this boring talent and bring back Khan's firing line talent. Champions affected by Battle Shout now also deal 20% increased damage and gain CC immunity for 4 seconds. Maybe ditch the CC immunity. I mean, the 20% damage boost for 4 seconds would be better than Torvald's garbage from earlier. Number 5. Fernando's Formidable. Heal for 55% of your maximum health over 3 seconds when you fall to or below 40% of your maximum health. This can occur once every 45 seconds. Oh boy, this one has a few issues. The healing itself is actually pretty great. Without increased health, Nando will heal 2,530 health over 3 seconds, which makes the heal about 843 heals a second. However, like any healing, it can be neutered by Cauterize. So your 843 heals a second can end up being a very low 210 a second. Next, and probably the biggest issue, the cooldown is insane. 45 seconds! You're only going to see this talent in effect 13 times throughout a 10-minute game, if you're lucky. One last thing, but good shield management and having a half-decent healer completely negates the need for this talent. While recording footage of this talent, I had so many good opportunities where the Scorch talent would have demolished. However, I couldn't utilize them since I wasn't using that talent. The only time I see this talent being useful is if you don't have a healer. Although, if you don't have a healer, chances are that you're going to lose anyways. Number 4. Moji Snack Attack. When you get an elimination, drop a health pack that heals the champion who picks it up for 600. Health packs are visible to allies and are not able to be seen or interacted with by the opposing team. First up, you want to heal 600 health after an elimination? Kill to heal 2. And every champion has access to that. Second off, want to heal yourself and your team's Moji without the need to eliminate an enemy and then pick up a health pack possibly out of position? Use Toot. Heals 600 health over 3 seconds and can be activated every 7 seconds at base. And yes, it also heals allies. I also wanted to mention this, but I think the information on the wiki is wrong about this talent. The wiki says that the health drops can only be seen by Moji, which is false, her whole team can see them, and that health drops picked up by allies also heal Moji for 600, which is true, but I also noticed that picking up the drop myself would still heal allies, and the drop appears to be capable of healing more than 2 allies at once. Still, like I said, if you want to heal your team's Moji, Toot is way more reliable. I don't see the reason for Moji to have 2 healing talents, so a rework idea I came up with relates to her Magic Barrier. Magic Barrier can now be toggled similar to a Terminus Power Siphon, at the cost of not gaining magic marks on enemies who shoot it. I'm not too sure about that one, as Magic Barrier is already pretty strong. Let me know what you guys think. Number 3. Makoa's Leviathan. Increase your maximum health by 500. That's it. That's all this talent does. Oddly enough, Leviathan used to be Makoa's best talent because it gave him CC immunity during his ultimate. But now, Makoa has CC immunity while ulting in his base kit. So why pick this talent? You lose out on the bonus damage of Pluck, or the utility of Half Shell. This talent is a loadout card. That's it. At least all the talents before this do something. This just lets you tank one extra shot from a Leon. A talent idea I came up with is allowing Makoa's Shell Spin to be used aggressively, by letting the player wind up and launch themselves at enemies for increased damage and knockback. Kinda similar to Shoulder Bash on Ashe. Another talent could be a Storm of Bullets type treatment, letting Makoa shoot faster with more ammo for reduced damage. Actual Makoa players, let me know what kind of talent you would like to see instead of 500 extra health. Number 2, Koga's Blood Reaper. Cyclone Strike deals 115% of its target's maximum health as damage over its duration, and your movement speed is increased by 15% during the attack. Or in simpler terms, make the time to kill in your ultimate a consistent 1.75 seconds. I think. It took like 30 minutes trying to calculate the time to kill. Now, Koga's ultimate isn't the best. It's okay. It's great against immobile champions or to keep Koga alive for a few seconds. Normally, Koga's ultimate does 3000 damage over 2 seconds, or 1500 damage per second. So against a standard 2200 health target, you will kill them in about 1.5 seconds. With Blood Reaper, you are actually increasing your time to kill by a quarter of a second. And with many champions having movement or invulnerability skills, you can bet that extra time allows an enemy to escape. This talent only reliably improves your DPS against tanks or characters above 3000 health, like Soul Collector Ceres. But yet again, a majority of those characters have waves to escape the ult. Why pick a talent that in most cases will actually increase your time to kill? As with all talents on this list, Koga's other options are much better than this. Honestly, Koga is a character who does a lot, and some consider him to be OP. And I got no idea for a viable alternative talent for him. Also, my mind might be mush after trying to calculate the time to kill on this stupid spinning in the ultimate garbage. Before we get to the number 1, I want to bring up a few dishonorable mentions. Io's Sacrifice. It encourages a weird playstyle where you intentionally leave behind Io's most valuable ability. Atlas's Unstable Fissure. Again, just a weird playstyle change where you're encouraged to approach enemies before rewinding. Also, the fuse time of 3 seconds is way too long. Furia's Exterminate. You lose the ability to multi-stun for an extra 400 damage on a single target. Wow. Barracks Architectonics. It's literally a cooldown loadout card for the healing station build. Personally, I find that build really boring, and with the nerfs coming next patch, it might be kinda useless. And finally, number 1, Strix's Crack Shot. Talon Rifle now applies an additional 50 damage over 3 seconds to enemies hit, stacking up to 3 times and refreshing on hit, but you are now unable to get headshots. You get an extra 50 damage. That's it. And you lose out on headshots. Like the one reason to pick a sniper character. Gone. I've seen some saying that this talent can be used to reveal enemies that you tag, but you want to know what else does that in Strix's kit? His flare. And that can reveal multiple targets at once, to not just yourself, but also to your team. Listen, I hate Strix. He's probably my least favorite champion to fight, if I'm being honest, but even I can't deny how useless this talent is. Hell, it's even more useless than the bonus health talent. Strix deserves to be gutted, but this might be too harsh of a punishment. And that was my top 10 list of the most useless talents in Paladins. Let me know what talents you guys think are the worst in the comments below. Also let me know what you think about the proposed rework talents. I'm YellowNinja, and peace. Successfully landing 2 Pyreballs will cause the next Pyreball thrown after the second hit to explode in a 30 unit radius. Why do they have 30 unit radius area? What? That's stupid, Paladins. That's stupid. This talent is stupid. The description it shows how dumb it is. Okay.